Alright then guys, how's everyone doing? It is Robbie T here, and today we're here with a very special video on this channel. Something a lot different than I normally do. As you can see, we've just finished the race at the US Grand Prix on F1 2017 as Felipe Massa in P8 I believe. And in this video, I'm going to be doing something completely different to what I normally would do. And as you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use the new photo mode on F1 2017, the new feature that was added from patch 1.9 by Codemasters, which has been out recently, and I'm just going to show you a little tutorial on how to use it for those people that either don't know how to use it, are struggling to know what settings are which, or just want a general bit of information about how to use it. So we're going to pick any point that we want in this little replay here. I'm trying to scroll through and find a good snapshot of what we can use. Actually, see, this could be a good part. So, as you can see, I'm going side by side with one of the Force Indias. I believe it's Esteban Ocon, and you don't want to go side by side through this S section here. So this could be a perfect place for us to do our little tutorial on the photo mode. So I'm just going to try and figure out what place to do it. Around here maybe? Is that where it should be? Let's just see. We're not quite side by side with Ocon yet, so we need to make sure the Force India is next to us so that we can do it. And that looks pretty good. No, I'm just going to double check to make sure that I know this is the perfect place. And this looks good. This looks good. Okay, we're going to use this. We're going to use this. Okay, here we are. So this is the display we get in the photo mode, and as you can see, even though my display is very small, we have several settings to use. The first one is the adjusting the color background, and there are plenty of settings to choose from, and it's up to you which one you would like to choose, really. I mean, I don't really fiddle around these settings that much. I just keep it as normal. There's no real point changing the color scheme, really. We also have the exposure, so if you want it to be brighter or darker in terms of the exposure. We also have the brightness. Do you want it light or do you want it very dim and dark? Do you want the saturation to go up? So do you want more color than normal? You also have the contrast, the I think that says, I can't see what that says. I think that's you can just see for yourself as we go through the list. Vigilante we've got here. This is where you have that little shape on the outside of the screen that sparkles the picture a lot more, but I don't want to use that this time around. You can also adjust the field view. Now this is the one you would use the most, because to get a good photo you absolutely need to have the right field of view in order to make this work. So as you can see, this is all the way far back, and this is all the way far forward, all the way until you're so close to that grandstand there, which we don't want to be. We want to be around let's say, we're going to leave it on default 70 for now, so we can continue with this tutorial. Shutter speed, I don't really fiddle around with that, because I don't know what that means. The motion blur camera doesn't really make a difference, really. Time of day, you can actually adjust the time of day of the image you are taking, and you can even change the driver that you want to take the photo of, which is absolutely incredible. So you can even do photo mode with the guy in P1 or the guy at P22. It really is up to you. And also you've got the axes. We're not going to fiddle around with that. Keep that as normal. And the logo position, which can be in the top left, top right, bottom left, or bottom right. It's entirely up to you. So I want to do a image where the where we can see the Force India and the Williams side by side from an angle where it is very striking. For example, maybe I want to do one where it's where I can see the left side pod. So we're going to try and do that right now. And as you can see, that I'm showing you how to go up and down with the whether you're going all up to the sky or all the way down to the ground. That's by using the pedals on my wheel. On the controller, it'll be slightly different. You also have the angle of the image, so you can have it all the way down to where you can see like aerial shots, or you can have it all the way up to the top of the sky if you wanted to. And you can even change the angle of the camera in terms of, do you want it slanted, for example? That would really be very nice to use, but we're not going to use that at the moment. We want to concentrate on making sure that we can create this image. So you can see we can go all the way around to the left and all the way around to the right by using our steering wheel, or it will be your directional buttons left and right to pan around the image. But we don't want to fiddle around with that too much, otherwise we may get an image that doesn't look very nice in terms of the angle. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a slightly slanted image, but not too much, because we want to make sure that we can get our angle perfectly. And we're going to turn it a little bit to the left, bring it a little bit up. There we go. Now we're going to want to make sure that, there we go, we're going to tilt it a bit more to the right so we have a nice left angle. Move the wheel a little bit. That's not too bad so far. So we're going to turn it round, and then we're going to turn it to the right a little bit more. Now we're going to turn it to, no, there we go. We need to turn it to the right a bit more than that, so that looks good. This is the angle I need, so we're not too far off right now. We're going to make it a little bit more to the angle. Oh, we're going a bit too far to the right. I think we need to make it a bit more to the left. There we go. Now we need to just lower it a little bit because that's a bit too high for our image. It'd be nice as an aerial shot, but we don't really want an aerial shot. It doesn't really... I don't really want an aerial shot in this tutorial. I like to have it a little bit of a lower angle than that. So that's not too bad. We're just going to make sure we lower it a little bit more. That's a little bit too much, but we should be okay. And this looks pretty good at the moment. No, other way. There we go. Then we lower it down. Now this looks very good, but we need to make sure that our field of view is perfect. So we're just going to fiddle around with a few more settings. This looks very, very good so far. We're not actually that far from finishing already. And let's see how this looks. That's a bit too low, I think. We could see the Renault in the background there. We don't have to have the Renault there if we don't want to. We can decide to leave the AI out of the equation. It's a little bit more of the angle. Not the angle, sorry, the tilt there. A bit more to the left. A bit more up. It's not too bad. Now we go a little bit further up. Further along. A little bit down. A little bit more to the left. That's too far to the left. A little bit more to the right. Put the camera angle a little bit more. That's a bit more tilted. This is not too bad. Change it a little bit. And hopefully we can zoom in a little bit more. A little bit more to the right. A little bit down. Nice and straight there. A little bit more angle. I mean, you can see how well this photo mode really is on this game. I really do like this mode in general because you can really make superb images. It's actually incredible. A little bit more back. I think it's done. I think we've actually done it. So that is going to be our image. So what we can do then is hit the triangle button. Actually, hit the share button and the triangle button then to save the screenshot. That will be saved to my image gallery in my home menu on my PS4. And there you go, guys. That is how you use photo mode on F1 2017. And you can create brilliant images just like these. So have a go for yourself and see how well you get on. But before I end this video, I want to show you a couple of screenshots that I made before I recorded this video. There's about 3 of them, so let's see. Okay, so I'm in my screenshots now on my PS4, and I'm going to show you 3 of them that I made. You can see there's quite a few actually, but the first one I want to show you is a nice striking image with about the same angle as the one we just made. So let's go and find it. There it is. So as you can see, this is an image of the 2 Red Bulls side by side. I actually drove one of these Red Bulls in this image, so we got 2 Red Bulls side by side in turn 3 in Australian Grand Prix at Melbourne. We also have the 2 Ferraris in the background there, just in front. So a nice 2x2 there here at Melbourne in this image. I really like this image actually. Really nice and striking, especially the angle. It really makes the image more appealing to the audience, rather than just having it bog standard 0-degree angle. The next image here is we can see Kevin Magnussen's AI and Carlos Sainz Jr.'s AI going side by side through Eau Rouge at the Belgian Grand Prix circuit with one of the Renaults of Jolyon Palmer, I believe that is, and also Lance Stroll's Williams behind as well. So this is a really good image because you can see just how fast these cars are just by looking at the 2 of them going side by side at a corner like Eau Rouge. This is what photo mode can provide in this game. Such iconic images just like these, and I really like this one. It's actually one of my favourites, in fact. So let's have a look at the final image, and this is a brilliant sight to see. A McLaren MP4 2008 car and also a Renault 2006 car side by side at one of the corners at the Russian Grand Prix circuit in Sochi, I believe. I really love this image to bits. Look how iconic it is. Look how detailed the car models are in this image. The McLaren and the Renault. So detailed by looking at the aerial shot. I really, really like this image so much. It's actually one of my favourites as well. And it's really nice to see images that are just this appealing. It's incredible. Especially because you got an aerial shot like this with the curb and everything. It's just... I have no words how brilliant this image is. And I just love photo mode that much. So guys, that is the end of the video for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Something a little bit different to what I normally would do. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new around here. And there'll be more videos coming very soon from me. Until then, have a great day. Goodbye guys. See you later.